Hey guys, welcome to today's full day of eating. I started my day with some gingerbread carrot baked oatmeal. This is really delicious and I love how the carrot fills out the oatmeal and just adds a nice dose of vegetable. So I started with some cashew milk and molasses. Then I added all of my spices and baking powder. They'll all be listed in the blog post below. Some flax, and then I just mix that up and add in our grated carrot. This is one large carrot. Added in some raisins, pumpkin seeds, and hemp hearts, but you could do whatever nuts and seeds you like. And some rolled oats. Then we just fold all that together. You could add maple syrup if you want to sweeten your oatmeal this way. I prefer just drizzling a little on top because I don't always want it super sweet. And I find the raisins do a nice job of sweetening it up anyway. And then I just transferred that to a 8x8 baking pan, spread it out, and popped it in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. And this is really good. Very festive-ish, the gingerbread. I really like the molasses. They really add a nice depth to the oatmeal. And there we go. That's what I had for breakfast. I find this usually serves 4 portions, so I love making this and then eating it throughout the week. Baked oatmeal is the best. If you don't bake your oats, you should totally try. So I served this with some leftover chia pudding I had made earlier in the week, a splash of almond milk, half a banana, and some pomegranate seeds. Pomegranate Ariels? Not sure how you pronounce that, but pomegranate. Delicious. And that's my breakfast. Next, I had my coffee. I got this really cute mug and I think it's perfect. So I filled my cup about halfway and then I frothed some cashew milk with some silk almond vanilla creamer and a pinch of cinnamon to make a little vanilla latte. I'm obsessed with this. I make it like every day. And now I have a BBQ Tempeh Bagel for lunch. So I took some President's Choice vegan cheese shreds and put that on half of my bagel before I put it in the toaster, so it kind of melts a little bit. It doesn't really spread out, but it tastes good. So for the tempeh, I had already had this prepped. I just sliced the tempeh, tossed it with some barbecue sauce, and baked it for 20 minutes a couple days prior. And then I put some spicy hummus on the other side of my bagel. Yeah, hummus. And then what did I do here? I put some spinach on there, of course. Really layered that up there. And then we also have some tomato and our barbecue tempeh. And that's our bagel sandwich. This is an everything bagel too. The best kind, if you ask me. And that was delicious. I had this just before my workout and it was perfect. Oh yeah, I also had some cucumber slices on the side. And then I had a little brownie for a recipe I was testing, and I put some of my peppermint chocolate buttercream on the side. As you can tell, this brownie was pretty crumbly first attempt, but the peppermint buttercream really did it good. I'll link the peppermint buttercream recipe below. Then I had a smoothie, threw in the other half of my banana from breakfast, a couple frozen strawberries, I do half and half milk and water with my smoothies. I put some Topeka protein in there, and a big scoop of peanut butter. This was my pre-workout or post-workout protein shake. Yeah, this is one of my favorite combinations, honestly. Peanut butter and strawberry. It's almost like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it's a smoothie. Now I made some cashew Alfredo for dinner. So I chopped up half an onion and a few cloves of garlic. And I sauteed those, and in the meantime, I juiced half of a lemon. I'll have this recipe below, of course. Some tamari, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, some red pepper flakes for some heat, the drained cashews they soaked for about 20 minutes, and our sauteed onion and garlic. I put in some vegetable bouillon paste because I didn't have any vegetable broth. I just used this. And then I added about a cup of plant-based milk, unsweetened, of course. And I blended that up, and there's my sauce. And I also roasted up some asparagus. So here I find if you just bend the asparagus like 3/4 of the way down, the woody end will snap right off, which is perfect. I drizzled that with a little bit of olive oil, some garlic, salt, pepper, and a nice hefty squeeze of lemon. And I roasted this at 425 for about 20-25 minutes. And then I chopped up a bell pepper, half a bell pepper. This is for the Alfredo dish itself now. And some fresh rosemary. And then I cooked my fettuccine noodles and sauteed sauteed my bell pepper in a splash of water. Then I added the rosemary. Just kept adding splashes of water as I needed to prevent it from sticking until the pasta was done cooking. And there we go. Smells great. Rosemary is like the one fresh herb that I always keep on hand. I just think it's perfect in everything, especially in the winter. It goes in so many like soups and stews and pasta. So then I added my cooked noodles, some of our Alfredo sauce. I believe I also added a little bit of water just to get everything moving, and just dumped a bunch of kale on there to wilt that down, because I love how greens wilt down, and then I can eat so many of them. And we just kept that moving until my kale was wilted. Perfect. And then I served that up. I like topping mine with a little extra red pepper flakes and some extra black pepper. And we served it with the asparagus. This was so good. Really filling the cashews. They fill you up. And with this, I also had a glass of juice that I'll show you in a minute. It was just like a fresh pressed cold juice. I got at Superstore for 50% off. And after that, I had a little bit of fruit and chocolate for dessert. Pretty self-explanatory. Thank you so much for watching today's full day of eating. I really hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this, because it really supports my channel, and I'll see you next Friday.